friends, welcome to Spirit Says So Tarot. I am about to do one of my random readings, and oh goodness, Spirit, please tell me who needs to hear this message from all these energies coming in. All right, Taurus it is. I know there's a card behind it, but Taurus is what's shown. Aquarius, you could have been it, but it's Taurus's turn. It's where the energies are being drawn for. All right, Spirit, please tell us a little about our Taurus and what is going on. Messages for the highest good only, please, Spirit. Forget who you are. Conditioning falls away. Memory no longer defines you. Forget who you are. All right. So, Taurus, I feel like you have been raised or in a networking, a family network or a work network to believe one thing and you're discovering otherwise. Could be a big deal, maybe not so much, but Spirit's already telling you that it's okay to forget some of the things that you've been taught. Let's see what else we can get for you, my darling Taurus. Something unconventional that you need to do, maybe. Snail, that came up. So there is some slow things going on, something that's taking a long time to either come to fruition, or it could be too that something fragile is going on. There's a concern that is extremely heavy, and maybe toe stepping just came in. Maybe there's some toe stepping involved. Forget who you are. Conditioning falls away. Oops, what do I do here? Sorry about that, folks. Good thing I caught that ahead of time. I don't script, I don't edit for my newbies. Those who have been supporting me for some time already know that. Spirit, please continue to provide divinely guided messages for our darling Taurus friends. What do they need to know? What do they need to hear? What is going on? What do they need to forget? What doesn't define them anymore? What's slow moving, or what is sacred? Okay. So we're getting the moon. All right. A lot going on with this moon card for sure. All right, Taurus. I do feel that this message is about your spirituality, what you have been raised to believe, what you have been conditioned to practice. You are questioning your spirituality. I don't feel that you're questioning your faith. You're questioning the rules that have been bestowed upon you. Spirit, please continue to provide divinely guided messages for my darling Taurus friends. Justice, yeah. You have been doing some reflecting. I feel that at this time you are definitely in a transitional phase. You are reflecting to know how things have been. You're analyzing what's come of your past, your life journey, what you've been taught, what you've exercised, practiced, and you are kind of in the limbo phase because you're ready for more. But having this conversation, you are fearful of the conversation that you need to have, perhaps with those within your networking or your family. It could be those who support you. You may fear losing their support. Spirit, can you tell me a little bit more about our Taurus, please? Yes. Wheel of Fortune. Okay. So you are somewhat of inexperience. You are young, not necessarily teenager, but either late teens, early 20s, could be 30s too as well. But I do feel that because of the spiritual past that you have, that your families have raised you with, you've kind of led a sheltered life. And I feel like now the Wheel of Fortune is actually a good thing. But you need to be careful and understand that it isn't, you know, not everything is about luck. And I think you do realize that. And look at this. You've got 3 trumps to start you out with, Taurus. Wow. And they're all wonderful. They're all really good trump cards. Everything's coming up Taurus so far. Oh my goodness. We got the Magician for you. Wow. Yeah. I do feel that there is some innocence about you, some purities. You definitely want to explore not just your spirituality, but you want to explore life itself. I feel like you want to go on different journeys that will help you to connect dots. You want to celebrate in ways that you've been kind of, again, I kind of feel like you've lived a little bit of a sheltered life. I don't feel like you've been able to express yourself fully. You're very skilled and talented, but inexperienced. You have definitely been doing some creative projects. You have started some things for yourself. I feel, though, you see how he's got his hand up to his mouth? You're kind of keeping it secret. You're keeping it from at least somebody, if not people. If it's not plural. Okay. Yep, I do feel that one. And I do feel that one. Okay. Knight of Pentacles. There may be a message coming to you in the future. It could take a little while. It's going to be a good message. It's going to be a joyful message. It's going to be something to do with either work or travel. Someone's going to offer you something tangible. Of course, at your age, you know, I'd be waiting for that too, probably. Queen of Wands. Yeah, you have a desire to be all that you can be. You have a drive to create you want to also make everybody happy. But deep down, you fear that you won't. The lions are happy. The kitty cat down here is happy. The flower is like, oh, what are you doing? And that is what is holding you back, Taurus. Spirit, okay. All right. So you've got the Tower. That's just part of your fear. Your loved one or loved ones, because you've been keeping your creativity, your desires to yourself, you know, and it's going to be unexpected for them. So they are going to be like, oh my goodness, what are we going to do now? The sky is falling. And they're going to do everything that they can to tell you to cool your red heels and slow things down. They're going to want you to slow things down. So that snail is definitely representing slow movement, which you are doing. You're bringing that upon yourself now because you are hesitating, telling your loved one or loved ones, or again, those that support you in your network. Take that how it resonates, okay? These are people that you need in your life. You love them. You have connections to them, strong connections, all right? And you're afraid to open up and tell them about your creativity, all that fire going on behind you, and that light. They need to see you transform. King of Pentacles. So in your future, I do feel like with the King of Pentacles, this is Spirit's way of saying, if you communicate, as we were just discussing, with the one you love, the one that you need, or the ones, you know, your king, that could be your spouse, your father, your wife, okay? Genders don't really have a whole lot to do with these readings. But you need to communicate your desires. You need to, Taurus. You have to. Wow, you are definitely coming out, Taurus, in the Pentacles here for sure. But your creativity's coming out with the Wands. You could also be, this could have to do with love, a love interest, which falls under your spirituality, what you've been conditioned to practice, and you know, maybe you've gotten a little closer to your lover than those who support you would like. So there are different energies coming, excuse me. My apologies. Must be coming down with something. I've been doing that a lot lately. There are different energies here for my Taurus darlings. Some of you, this is solely spiritual, and it's about you breaking out of your spiritual shell. It's about exploring other spiritual cultures, practices, and growing. Just growing yourself. Again, I feel like you are young, at least young at heart, or, you know, again, you could be closer to or in your 30s, but have led such a sheltered life because of your upbringing, you know, your universe, your world, the people that have brought you into this world or who have raised you through this world. I could keep going on because there's different scenarios that could be going on. But you are holding something back by not communicating. So you are a snail, but progress, especially depending on what news you have, because quite frankly, darlings, if it's just a matter of you wanting to grow, you wanting to explore yourself, and that could be in a sensual way, it could be a spiritual way, it could be in an academic way, however this resonates for you. There's only certain topics that are going to create a tower situation for the ones that you love. So if you have dabbled into something that you feel guilty about because of your upbringing, not because you did something wrong, I'm not judging you or telling you not to do what you did or want to do. Only you know how you feel inside. So if you feel guilty, then it may be ending up a tower moment. But if you feel strong inside and your actions are vindicated, there is no need for you to keep your mouth shut, okay? There's no need for you to be creative and magically make this concern go away. You need to communicate. Because the king, the person that ultimately supports you, you need in their environment, or again, it could just be somebody that you admire, you have a lot of gratitude for, a lot of respect for. You're going to have to break it to them. You're going to have to break it to them. They're going to have to get over the shock value. That's just how it is. All right. Oh, Taurus, for some of you. You know, I mean, you got to grow, right? You got to grow. 8 of Wands. Yep, Spirit's saying you have got to send that message out. You've got to get that off of your chest. You need to, you definitely need to talk to the king here. The other part of the snail is the fragility of this topic for some of you, Taurus. Not for all of you, but for some of you. Again, if you have a guilty feeling within you, and only you know that, it's a fragile subject, it's a tower moment, and I giggle because it's just about you growing, darlings. It really is. I don't feel like what you've done is anything to be ashamed of when it comes to justifying what you've done, or may do. This could be in the past, this could be in the present, this could be in your very near future. But rest assured, it's okay. And if it wasn't, I would definitely let you know what Spirit says, or, you know, the energy of your king coming in. Your king is telling me, oh no. But you know what? In the end, they're still going to be your king, darlings. They are. They're going to be there for you. Those who support you now will always support you. It's called unconditional love. But you need to tell them. You need to bring it to them fast. You can't be a slowpoke like the Pentacles Knight. You can't. You've got to bring it to them fast. Like the 8 of Wands is calling for you. All right. With that said, my darling Taurus, Spirit has tasked you. Please let me know below how that works for you. I hope if this reading resonated with any of my darling Tauruses, that you know that you will get through this with your flying colors. You're a beautiful soul. You have a lot of growing to do. It is okay to take your time with some things, but If you've already done the deed, and you all know what I'm talking about, if you've done something that you feel you need to communicate about to get it off your chest, do it fast. Rip that Band-Aid off and let the healing begin, darlings. All right, until next reading, you all take care. Don't forget to like. Bye.